Welcome to this introductory session on Microsoft Fabric. Over the next few minutes, I'll give you a quick overview of what Fabric is, why it matters, and what you can expect from this trainings program. So I'm a Goldie Mehta, and I'll be your trainer for this journey. So a little bit about me. I am currently working as a data architect, and I have more than 20 years of IT experience. I'm mainly in the data engineering, Azure, Power BI, and .NET. And I'm also Microsoft certified in Fabric, that is DP600, and Azure Development Certified AZ204. And I have worked on the real world fabric projects, which means I not just share the theory, but also practical insights and hands on approaches also. So, my goal is to make sure every concept we discuss connects to real business scenarios, right? And why Microsoft Fabric? So, let's start with the big question, why Microsoft Fabric? So, traditionally, organizations had to use multiple tools like Azure Data Factory, Synapse, and Power BI. While powerful, it made the ecosystem complex and costly. Fabric brings all these together into one SaaS platform, covering ingestion, transformation, storage, analytics, and reporting, all in single integrated experience. This means less switching between tools, simpler architect, and faster results. In short, we can say Fabric is Microsoft's future for data analytics. Now, just come to the roadmap. What is our training roadmap? Now, let's look at the training roadmap. I have divided the program into the four clear phases. One is the foundation, second is the building blocks, third will be the advanced skills, fourth will be the projects and synapse. In foundation, we will discuss about the basic concepts, basic of data engineering, Azure, and Fabric. And in building blocks, we will understand how to set up workspaces, lakehouses, warehouses, and pipelines. And in advanced skills, we will work with the Spark, Delta Lake, API ingestion, and on-permission integrations. And in the project and Synapse end-to-end scenarios, we will discuss with the mini projects and Synapse pipelines. And what you will gain in this, uh, you will get the strong understanding of Fabric and what's your background and be able to ingest, transform, and analyze data end to end, gain hands on confidence with Lakehouse, Warehouse, and pipelines, and work on real world use cases and projects. And most importantly, boost your career opportunities in the data and analytics space. This training is designed to make your job and project ready with Fabric. So now I would hear from you.
Hi, Goldie. After completion this course, so how it will be like? Is it a hands-on course? Are you going to cover like hands-on and every tool like you are mentioning? Okay, data factory and so it will be like hands-on or just a theoretical on basic things for particular services?
It's around
Mm.
20 to 30% is a theoretical and 70 to 80% is a practical, right?
Okay.
Yeah. For this, what you need to do, you can create your account, your trial account, and you can hands on with us also. So in Microsoft Fabric, you will get it all in a one place, right? You have Databricks, you have Azure Data Factory, you have PySpark. Uh, so first of all, what I will do, I will guide you the basic concept with the practical, right? Even
Mm-hmm.
I will hands-on task that you have to do on the after the session, and we will discuss on that task on the other next day, every next day, right? So we will start from the basic and go with the advanced level. But yeah, you will get in a project hands-on also. Yeah, but in the first session, I will guide you how you will enable your free account. So I will suggest you that everybody you need to enable your free account on the day one,
Okay.
right? So that when I will guide you, you can practice it at your end, and the
Yes.
next day we can discuss. We can discuss
Okay.
your challenges. Yeah, Kumar, your question is the free trial. Free trial Fabric will give us a free trial for 60 days, right? And in some of the cases, when you are giving your exam and you are learning and you are regular on these paths, even you can extend, but the extension is not for the everyone, but for few cases the extension is given by the Microsoft. Yeah, but 60 days trial you can receive, you can get a first time from the Microsoft. If you have any knowledge like SQL, Oracle, or Teradata, or Python, these databases, either you have some knowledge of the Python or Spark, then it will be very, you will feel like very easy to it is. Okay, I'll let you know one more thing in Fabric, that in Fabric we have notebook, right? Maybe some of you are aware about that. This is not a window notebook. This is a simple notebook concept in Microsoft Fabric. Here we have multiple options. Suppose I know the SQL programming or SQL syntax, right? So I can use my data in a SQL concept. I can write the SQL. Okay. And if I don't know the SQL, but I know the Python, so I can write the Python code there in notebook. Or if I don't know the Python, I know the Spark, I know the some other language, like multiple language we have, and in a single notebook we can use a multiple tool or multiple language, and we can ingest and transform and use our data. So this is the beauty of Fabric. First of all, you need to understand the concept of data. So what is data? Even Kumar, you are in the same line. Maybe you can relate it with this. Uh, we have large data in our market, right? Every business has a large data source, so they need even multiple source also. Like somewhere, I will give you an example so that you can relate it with this. Suppose there is a one business and they are getting data from the multiple suppliers or multiple vendors, right? Some is from the payment gateways, they are providing their payment transactions, some of their store informations, some of their product informations and sales information. We are getting loads of data from the multiple resources. Data can be in the CSV file, data can be in the Excel file, data can be from the database, data can be the image, data can be the PDF, any kind of data, right? So the data management is that called the so for the data management we are using these tools, right? So first of all, the first step is the data ingestion. What we call, we will pull the data, copy that data and place it somewhere, like in our data warehouse or in our lake house. There are multiple sources where a store where we can store that raw data, right? And after the raw data we will transform it. We will create it as a usable form in a form like we can see in a Excel, like that, right? In a tabular form, and in that tabular form we transform it, and then we can create the reports and a dashboard in a visualization form, so that a business can get insights from that data. Suppose we are getting many kind of data, and now we can use it. I'll complete that example. Suppose I have a one ice cream parlor, and I am selling multiple type kind of ice creams, right? And now I want to know that I have to place order or not. Sometimes I'm placing order and I am finding that stock is already available for that ice cream, right? But sometimes I am ordering that ice cream which is not in the selling mode or not in demand. So when we are working on our data and creating our dashboards, the dashboard clearly give us a picture that, yeah, this items are in demanding, and this is not in, this is in less demand, and we can get the insights from that one, and place our further order, and our track our sales also, and track our store also. So in a we can create a beautiful dashboard, and in a that dashboard we can take decisions. Reddy, your question is which kind of tool we can frequently use in the Fabric. That is according to the use case. The data warehouse we are using the lake house the most. These are the two storage where we are storing our raw data or the complete data, right? And the other tool we are using notebook when we are using have some complex information, we need to do the complex transformation, then we are using the notebook. And if we are have simplest transformations, then we are using the data flow. Data flow gen 2 is most frequently using in Fabric. That is a very easy tool, just click and we can ingesting and transforming our data. So we can say no code or low code. So this is the data flow Gen 2. But yeah, this is there is no any definition to which uses most that is based on your business requirement. And one more thing I let you know that in Fabric and while using the PySpark on in these languages, we can do the predictions. Right? So if we are just graphically view of the existing data or graphically just in tabular form, we are showing the data. This is we can do this in the Power BI and other tools also. But in Fabric, what is the beauty that in using the notebook and these multiple tools, we are predicting the data. Let what happen next. So when you will learn these tools and you can utilize these in a one way that every business is required the predictions. They can visualize their data, they can visualize their existing information, but they want to know what next. I had given you the one example of the ice cream parlor, right? In ice cream parlor now they can just predict that yeah, this is all on the data. Yeah, in the November December our sale is down due to the winter, like that. In the June and July the sale is up due to the summer. So these are some information which we can see according to the data, and according to their business requirements, system will understand the complete information. Yeah, this is the season dependent, or this is due to the flavor dependent, or this what is the reason. They can identify the reason and they can up the sale. So using the slightly use the AI and use the Python and use some other technology, we can give the prediction information also to the business. So that is more useful to the business.